Good morning, it's day 2. I went swimming in the river. I changed into some fresh clothes. I made myself this delicious breakfast here. The fire's going and I've got beans with bacon and corned beef hash. Yep. When I'm done with this, I'm gonna have to deal with that. Cleared out my tent. It's 9:15. I'm all set, ready to go. Just need to pick up the paddles and the bottles of water, and I'm good to go. Right there in front of us is Dingman's Ferry Bridge. There used to be a ferry service here. It's a cute little bridge. It's the floor, the driving surface rather, is wood. And it's one of the last remaining privately owned and operated toll bridges in the US. One of the last few. I think there's less than a half a dozen left. This is one of them. The weather today has been pretty gloomy. It's cloudy. It could possibly rain later. Alright, we've reached the Wolpack Bend, which is a huge S-shaped bend in the river. It kind of adds 4 extra miles, maybe 5 to the trip, but that's where we are, and I'm looking for campsites already because it's 2:15 p.m. and that's what it looks like. That's been the weather all day today, so I haven't filmed a lot. I do see a campsite right there. There's one, and I saw a couple that I just passed, but there should be a few. I'm gonna wait and, probably an hour tops, but no more. See if the weather gets any better. But if it's gonna stay this way, that means it's a 5:30, 6 o'clock sundown. Up ahead, that's Sambo Island. And there's rapids. These are the best known rapids. They may not be the hardest, but they're the best known along the Delaware Water Gap. I've got camp set up. I'm on a dispersed campsite, again, National Park Service, just south of Alosa campgrounds. I couldn't get a reservation for Alosa, so this is what I'm gonna have to do for tonight. This is not the nicest spot, but hey, you know what? It's better than nothing. So I pitched my tent already. There isn't a lot to do. I'm just gonna make myself a simple meal. Probably make chili and beans, and that's it. There's my trusty little kayak. It's sitting there. Day 3. Got up, packed camp, been on the water for 30 minutes already. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's nice and sunny, unlike yesterday. Not bad so far. I've made really good progress. I was able to cover about 2 miles in 40 minutes despite headwinds. The weather's, the clouds are going in and out, but I think it should be fairly sunny today. I don't expect any rains like yesterday. Last night was really bad. It was pouring. I don't know if you guys can see him. I just spotted a bear. There it is, Tocks Island, in the middle of your screen. That's why this land was acquired by the Army Corps of Engineers and the federal government in the first place. There was a huge flood in the 1950s, I believe it was 1955, and then the proposal for the dam started catching heat. The Army Corps of Engineers started acquiring land, but the dam didn't go through. Eventually, the project was shelved because the Vietnam War cost the government a lot of money, and they didn't have enough to allocate for this sort of a thing. But had they built that dam, they'd use this as a part of the dam structure itself. That's why it's called the Tocks Island Dam. This is Tocks Island, named after a family that used to own this place, like most islands on the Delaware River. And had they built the dam, it would have flooded this area up to about 150 feet. That's about halfway up those mountains that you see. The mountain ridges. That's about the reservoir created by that dam would have gone all the way to Port Jervis, going back that way where we came from. That's how big the reservoir would have been. They kicked out all these people, but then the second best thing happened, right? The first best thing being, let the people keep their land. That didn't work out, but the dam didn't happen. Great. But the second best thing is the land ended up in the hands of the National Park Service. And today we have this beautiful, pristine area, less than an hour and a half from New York City. That's a blessing. If you're a New Yorker, or if you live in New Jersey, a place like this is an absolute blessing. You'll understand why if you visit New York, New Jersey. The dam was never built, of course. Able to paddle the entire length of the middle Delaware unobstructed. Thank you for that, National Park Service. Now, the Delaware River is not the biggest river in the U.S., but it definitely is a very significant and important river. This river provides drinking water to New York City metropolitan area and parts of Pennsylvania as well, and parts of upstate New York. It is a very important river. It's not the biggest, nowhere near the biggest, but it is very, very significant economically to the United States. Right there in front of us is the Shawnee Island. If you're familiar with the Poconos, that's a very well-known family retreat for both summer and winter. You can ski during the winter and do other things. In the summer, of course, you can play golf, and there's a resort up there somewhere on the Pennsylvania side. Yeah, let's keep going. What remains of an era gone by. Although the Tocks Island Dam was upstream from here, there's a lot of land acquired here because of the imminent threat of flood. If water in the dam was released overnight, for example. So, yeah, that's what remains, whatever that was. It looks like a boat launch for some kind of private business or a house. I believe that used to be a ferry service from New Jersey to Shawnee Island and Pennsylvania beyond. That's an abandoned railroad bridge. Yeah, that's all that remains. We're passing I-80. There it is, right in front of you. The Delaware Water Gap. The mountain on the left is Mount Tammany, that's New Jersey. The mountain on the right is Mount Minsi in Pennsylvania. I got off the boat to the shore here to enjoy the view for a little bit. I worked really hard for this. 43 miles, 2 days. Here I am. And this is almost precisely the same moment, 10:30 a.m., that I put my kayak in at Port Jarvis a couple days ago. 48 hours it's been. Almost exactly 48 hours. And here I am. Wow. There's my trusty little Pelican kayak. It's a Pelican Mustang 100. And I named it lovingly, of course, Jenny. Up ahead, Arrow Island. That's officially the end of the Delaware National Recreation Area. There it is. 2 days and 1 hour later. That's my final destination, Portland, Pennsylvania. That's the footbridge I'm going to be getting off of it.